Absolutely breaking news, Mrekk is coming back from retirement and he is going to launch the entire Osu community into a store. The return of the king. We have won, guys, we have won. 2K Andira session on songs compilation 6 third try.
Akolibed will bomb your
What is up? Welcome back to Osu News, your weekly show where we talk about the most important news that happened during the week. And literally nobody watches my videos, so be sure to subscribe, it would really be appreciated. Yes, you can feel free to crash out now. Yo, what is up? So low-key, the top 4 in Osu, the leaderboard specifically, is going absolutely crazy right now. And we might slowly but surely see an outright war between these players right here. Although Mrekk is currently dealing with his girlfriend and absolutely chilling, not playing the game at the moment.
Though it does look like it will change that soon.
Other players in the top 4, like for example Ninerik, have been absolutely popping off. And as you may have noticed, he's already ranked 3 on the leaderboards. Like, goddamn bro, it's Aura farming. But what did he specifically do? Well, let's just say that he got the first ever FC on the top difficulty of Reign of Fear with hidden and double time modifications. He managed to FC this map with a ridiculous 98.15% AC, the #1 spot on the map, and the play is exactly worth 1629 PP. And for those of you that don't know, with this score set, Ninerik has officially completed one of his long-term goals that he had for this game, which is setting a #1 score on every single difficulty of Reign of Fear in the game. And yes, that is in fact correct. Ninerik is currently #1 on every single difficulty, and also as long as you don't turn on the laser mode, because once you do, you will notice that on some of the difficulties there are other players that are holding the #1 position. And well, because of situations like these, people have said that the leaderboard should just be PP based and not score based, or that there should be a modification multiple rebalance. And people say that there is technically a rebalance in the works, but Pepe is currently busy with something else. But those are not the only scores that Ninerik set this week, of course, because of course there's a lot of others, so I will highlight the main more popular ones that happened. Like for example, he managed to get a 2-miss run on Valley of the Dam with 99.16% accuracy, and the play is worth 1381 PP. The first DTFC on this map right here that I cannot pronounce, basically on a Hira map with hidden Night Core, and he managed to get a 98.54% accuracy FC, and the play is worth 1072 PP. He managed to farm Age of Tyranny, of course, with 97.94% accuracy. This is an FC, the #1 score on the map, and the play is worth 1593 PP. At the map by the name of Ninja Sikaku, he managed to get a 1-miss run that is worth 1213 PP with a decent AC of 98.38% accuracy. And the final score that I want to talk about is the fact that he managed to get the first hidden DTFC on the map by the name of Pure Ruby. He managed to get a 98.65% accuracy FC, the #1 score on the map, and the play is worth 1348 PP. Because of these scores, he did manage to reach 28,000 PP, which I think means that he is the 4th person to ever do so. And on top of these scores and insane stuff that he has managed to do, he has also managed to win a tournament by the name of Speed Cup together with Aimbot Cone, Xylus, and Miglosh, in which they absolutely swept the floor out of the competition. With Akolibed slowly but surely getting back into the game, Ivaxa quite literally breaking the game by setting new PP records, and the absolute insane crazy week that Ninerik had. Do you think that we might see a Diddy party between these 3 players? Oh, wait, no. Sorry for the inconvenience, but do you think that we might actually see an insane battle between these 3 players all the way until someone reaches #1? Let me know down in the comment section. But the next topic that we have to talk about is once again a crazy one, because yet another top 100 player has been restricted. A few weeks ago we talked about how a top 50 player by the name of femboygaming has been banned. We didn't know quite yet as to why they were banned, but then later on it did get confirmed that femboygaming was banned for multi-accounting. So it was confirmed that it was actually a multi-account. But as much as it saddens me to say this news, there has been yet another fem player that has been banned. Yet another fem player from the fem family has been restricted in the Osu community. It has been confirmed that the 81 ranked player by the name of femkitty from Russia has been banned. Yep, it has been confirmed femkitty is actually restricted. As to why they were restricted, we still don't know. People are speculating that this was probably just another cheating situation where a lot of people just abuse combo skill removal rework to absolutely climb through the rankings and act as if nothing happened. And they were also saying how nobody knows anything about this player despite them being in the top 100. And also people were joking around saying stuff like this: every single femboy is a cheater now apparently. Kazuma, Miltism, Ryuk is in danger. Ryuk femboy was? Ryuk think that the audience may have forgotten, but they still remember the femboy Tommy incident. Also, shout out to Ryuk for having that JPEG Mafia profile picture. Bro has some taste in music. Shout out to all my JPEG Mafia fans. And shout out to the alleged 4% female audience if you're real, comment down below. Because here on the Stu channel, it is apparently clear that it is an absolute sausage fest. But there is another interesting story that I want to talk about in this video, and it's related with the 4-key Mania player by the name of Saragi. You already know who he is. He is the current rank 1 player on the 4-key leaderboards. But interestingly enough, I'm not going to talk about Mania news about Saragi because something else happened on Twitter that he announced. Now, right after Saragi is unbanned, other than playing Mania, he also started grinding the standard game mode. In fact, currently on standard, he has around 5,838 PP, which is around 56k rank, with only 12 hours of playtime, and he has managed to farm some pretty good scores, one of them being currently worth around 395 PP.
Bro already has a higher top play than me.
But on April 21st of 2025, at exactly 12:46 AM, he posted a picture of this, which is the Vacom CTL472, a drawing tablet that a lot of OSU players use, with the caption stating that it's time to take OSU standards seriously. Some people were joking that he is going to finally set a quote-unquote 200 PP play now, only for them to later get ratioed by this screenshot of Saragi's plays. Some are stating that Mrekk is shaking and crying right now because of this announcement, while other top players, yes, standard top players like Ryuk for example, are welcoming him in the community. So yes, in fact, there is a lot of hype surrounding Saragi joining the standard community slowly but surely, but what do you personally think about this? Let me know down in the comment section. But of course, there's some other important news that happened this week. A Follow Point interview has been released on Acer, so be sure to check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. Profiles now show your top 200 scores that you have set. On the PP Rework website, you can now recalculate your top 200 scores. Milosh now has a qualified map. Another Sindanlet has hit the ranked section, and yes, I do see the funny number, haha, when you see it. Oh my god, I cannot believe it. Hibana Reloaded is also now ranked. The player by the name of Ploxeru, also known as Plox, has pretty much halved his rank in the past 4 days. In fact, he just entered the top 20. Redacted has now been ranked, and no, I'm not going to say the name of the song. Ivaxa has allegedly gotten a new PC, let's hope he has actually built it. A new quote-unquote harder version of Raise My Sword has now been ranked. The top 3 players in OSU are now all left-handed players. The player by the name of Napi has now ranked his first ever map. Enri has now posted an announcement that he is going to retire from tournaments. And finally, Index's score on the last journey home legend difficulty is now 10 years old. By the way, if you still haven't, be sure to join my Discord server because tomorrow at around 18 UTC, I'm going to do a setup reviews stream. You will have to submit your setup in the setup reviews section, and as for more details related to the event, I will let you know tomorrow. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.